We're going to start things off with a Terra raid. You know, contribute to that 1 million we need to do. We do that. If you're joining me, I use this Pokemon right here. Because it's hard for Ting Lu to knock that boy out. So, you know, it gets us what we need. Moondrop Showdown, hi, how are you? I'm good, how are you? Thanks for joining me this morning. It's morning for me. Maybe it's not morning for you, but it's morning for me. Appreciate you popping in. We're going to start this off with the Terra raid. Hope you're doing well, Moondrop Showdown. Whoa, I got a sudden spike of people, then a drop of people. Did you collect your shiny Chien-Pao if you're playing Scarlet and Violet? I'm good. I'm in Era Zero for my Psychic only run. Ooh, nice. Good luck with the Psychic only run, man. It's morning for me. Hey. Good morning, bro. Did you get to claim your shiny Chien-Pao? It's available if you didn't. Funny story about Area Zero. My girlfriend seen this. Like probably my 4th ever shiny Pokemon was Experience. I found it in Area Zero, and I had autosave on back then. Amateur mistake with the autosave, but yeah, I had it on, and I let a shiny get away from me. It was a shiny Jumpluff. I'm sadly stuck in the Rayquaza event because my account thing got like an update thing to do. I forgot the password, and my last event I was in was Rayquaza. There was a Rayquaza one? I know you can catch him. Like I know he's available to catch. But you have to be doing the online play in the Union Square with a friend in order to get the snacks. Oh, there was a shiny Rayquaza event? Oh man, I must have missed that. Dang. Had no clue. I never knew. I put Scarlet and Violet down for a while because on the regular Switch it was getting kind of dicey for me. And then when Switch 2 came out, it started to feel like a completely different game. So I picked it back up and I completed the Pokedex for Paldea region, and then I got the 2 DLCs. Yeah, I didn't know about that, man. Yeah, I had no clue. Oh, it makes sense. There was yeah, and I'm assuming if it was an event, it was a time-specific event, right? Like it's not, you can't access it anymore. I'm assuming. I missed some of the other legendary Pokemon ones. I was reading about them, but you know, there's some stuff I missed. I really wish I didn't, but you know, that's just how it goes. It's all good. I'm back in it now, and I'm gonna catch up with whatever I can. Did you manage to get the shiny Rayquaza though, Moondrop Showdown? Oh, you did? Nice. Well, big ups to you, man. Big ups to you. Good stuff. Oh no, you didn't. Okay? No, my team is too weak. Ooh, we got some Herba Mystica. Was it a Terra event? Did it change its typing? I wonder. Okay, let's see what we got. We got, of course, the Drillburs. We got the Horsey, Salbuck. We already have those ones. So he, okay, you meant yes, you got to do the event, but no to catching it. Okay, I gotcha. Oh, that sucks, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, sorry to hear that, man. We want that guy. We're gonna try and no sandwich it. It was Dragon Terra. It has Ascent. I forgot what else. I believe Draco Meteor. Yeah, that's pretty tough. And I'm assuming the ice Pokemon weren't doing too much. Dang, that makes me sad. I wish I could have gotten to do that. Oh, you got an infinite limit since you're stuck in the event? Oh, that's dope. So you gotta just keep trying. Uh-oh. So you gotta just keep trying until you get it, huh? And then you can leave it. That's pretty cool, man. Dope. I hope you get it, man. See these Rookidis here? We're hoping for the little lemon Rookidee. Yeah, little yellow boy Rookidee. Do you have a YouTube channel, Mr. Moon Showdown? Maybe I can check out. My Psychic team is Hypno, Slowbro, Medicham, Bronzong, Gardevoir, and Gallade. I like the Gallade. I'm not big on Bronzong. I like Slowbro. I don't really like Hypno that much. Gardevoir is obviously really good. Alright, well, I'll be sure to be checking out your channel, man. And anyone else tuning in, be sure to check out Moondrop Showdown. Be sure to root Moondrop Showdown on, and hopefully he can catch the Ray. Oh, no Rookies down here. They're only up there. Alright, looks like the rain cleared up a little bit. Maybe we should just do it. Don't sleep on Bronzong, Hypno, and Slowbro. They're good. I know Slowbro can be tanky. Bronzong, I think it's just his aesthetic. Oh, by the way, what did you think? Did you see that Mega Victory Bell reveal? What'd you think about that one, man? Like, did you think it was cool? Did you like it? The only thing with the Mega Victory Bell drop that I saw, the video, was like, they added that giant leaf and they tied his vines around the stuff, so it's like, it looks just like a regular Victory Bell, but you know, he's wearing a hair tie. The way the battle mechanic looked was cool. Thought it was cute. I'm thinking maybe we should sandwich it up. You love it? You love that Mega Victory Bell? That's cool. I made a reaction vid to it. I knew there were, I understood the appeal they were going for. I knew that there'd be some people who liked it. Had a feeling. I think Victory Bell, well, to begin with, I think Victory Bell is not really a Pokemon that I particularly, I guess, would look at in the first place. I mean, I don't hate him, but he's just not a Pokemon that I would typically, you know, have on my team. But I don't think I'm the demographic they were trying to reach with that. Now you put a Snorlax Mega anything, bro, and I'm there. You put a Squirtle in there, not necessarily even Blastoise, just a Squirtle, and I'm there. You put a Jigglypuff, and you know what? Even a Wigglytuff, and give a Wigglytuff a Mega Evolution, and I'm with it. That's more my style. Ooh, the numbers going down. I don't know if I'm gonna get this shiny Rookidee. Every time I've streamed, or I can't say every time because I've only really done it twice, I think. Every time or whenever I've shiny hunted and streamed, I've never got the shiny. Mega Victory better than Meowth. Hey, I agree with you. Hey, I agree with you. It is better than the Meowth forms. I'm not particularly fond of Alolan Meowth. They made his face like overly round. They just made him round. I do, however, like Berserker. Like, yeah, I kind of like Berserker. But it would have been cool if it was its own Pokemon instead of like evolution from Meowth. I think so. That's just my opinion. I think so. Okay, so I don't see any shinies down there, man. What is happening? Don't mind the little snarls in the back. My dog is playing with the cat. If you hear the little like thumping and breathing hard, my dog's messing around with the cat. They like to play with each other, chase each other around. For those of you, oh sorry, my dog is barking. Him and the cats are playing. I love Berserker. Okay, yeah, we're on the same page with the Berserker. For any of you guys watching out there, do you guys have a shiny Rookidee? I think the little lemon bird looks cool. I don't care, kind of a chill guy. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yeah, I think the Berserker, I think it would have done better as its own standalone Pokemon outside of the Meowth line. That's just my opinion though, because like I feel like they gave Meowth a lot, you know what I mean? But I get it. Meowth was a big staple point in the. Oh no, it's dispersed. Yeah, see, like no shiny boy Rookidees for me. Just my luck. So what, this would make the third time I've shiny hunted on the stream, and I don't know if it's just because I have a really not so good capture card, or it's either my capture card or my computer. I'm not using the best computer for gaming, and I'm not dual monitor setup either, so I don't know if I'm just not seeing the shinies that I want to see. But I tend to catch all of my shinies when I'm not streaming. So like, for example, right, I'll show you some stuff. So obviously we just got the Chien-Pao. I had to do this because it's one of the newer ones that came out that are available right now for the mass outbreaks. This one too. But that one was the last one, the previous one. I actually got a Tandem Mouse. I can't really tell the difference of the shiny, to be honest, but you know it's shiny because you check the summary and you see the shiny symbol there. Hoot Hoot, can't wait to evolve that guy. See, I got like all of these ones. Caught them on my own. Not streaming, which kind of sucks. I wish I could. Oh, obviously, this one's the trade. I mean, for anyone who bought the expansion, you guys probably know how to get this. And I have like a few of those fake ones, those fake Pokemon, but I got them through Wonder Trade, and the moment I get their replacement actual shinies, I'm gonna delete them. I don't. These ones here, so that Porygon here, and then all the bottom row of my first one are fake. They're not legit. They're from an advertisement site, and I don't really like that kind of stuff. But all these guys are legitimate. I have a tendency to name them like I named this guy Grok. I don't get why Arven is going. I don't know why Arven is going. We were supposed to go in the cave, then we just went on the fence away from the cave. I'm assuming you're talking about your event. This shiny is really cool. I like that one. I wish we had more like black shinies. But we're gonna try. We're gonna keep trying on for some shinies, and maybe hopefully we can catch my first shiny on stream, right? Like my, I mean I have shinies, but hopefully we can catch our one on stream for the first time. I would go for Flittle, but that one's a tough one. He's so tiny, and because of the way this one would be an easier one. So it's a more noticeable one. Give me just a sec. I'm gonna check some things out before we start that one. Maybe we'll use a sandwich for that one. I want to say. Actually, that one is not the easiest to spot, right? Flaffy is not the easiest to spot because it's similar to. It is similar to its original. Pink with a green tail by Arven. Nice knowing you. So we're gonna have to be careful and look for its tail being green. The bulb on its tail being green. I can't ride Koraidon there. I can ride him there. There we go. Alrighty. Let's see if we can get our first one on stream. Woo, we found a mass outbreak of Flappy. Oh, he's on the bottom. He's not up here, he's down here. So, before we start things off, how about we do a little picnic? And Flaffy is electric. So we'll set a little picnic up somewhere nice and stable. And we're gonna go ahead. I thought I saw a shiny Glimmet, but it was an Iron Bundle water thing. I hate that, like, cause sometimes when it's far away too, it can be another Pokemon and you think it's the shiny of the one that you're looking for. So for electric, we're gonna need yellow peppers. Okay, let's get to cracking on this yellow pepper. We'll make a sandwich. And we're gonna go with tomato, onion, green pepper, 2 yellow peppers, and the Zaburger. And we need 2 Herba Mysticas. So electric, we'll go sour and sweet. Yeah. Silver Picket. I only knew it was Iron Bundle because I saw the body of Iron Bundle after the water thing. Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. I tried a couple streams of doing like the Masuda method for egg hatching, and boy, like I don't know how people Masuda method for that long. I have no clue, to be honest with you, because that thing's real tough. Masuda methoding like that, real tough. Uh-oh, that's a bad placement. It's okay. We don't need a top pun. Yeah, we don't need a top pun. We'll just keep stacking. I'm the worst shiny hunter. Like I do 5 or 10 or a little more resets and I'd be like I'm done, then I forget about it until a few weeks or months. Dude, don't feel bad. Like I said, I've done a few mass outbreaks on streams and haven't gotten it yet, Brody. I'm hoping the sandwich helps us to get our first shiny caught on stream. The reason I'm not doing the Felittle is because it's so tiny, so it's going to be hard for me to see, because right now I'm playing the game through the streaming software, which makes it to where I can't do it full screen, so it'll be hard for me to see the Felittle if it is shiny because it's such a tiny Pokemon. So we got the Sparkling Electric. Alrighty. Let's pack this up. Get back on our Koraidon. And let's look for these guys. Okay. And there's not a single one that's spawned so far. I also laughing at this one wild Pokemon before going to the town where Rhyme is. Rhyme's in my opinion, Rhyme's a pretty interesting gym leader. Which Pokemon was it? Okay. Oh man, didn't even see that one. Oh dude, I thought I hit that. Is that guy shiny? No. He's got a blue tail. He's got a blue tail. He's got to go. We need that green. In Scarlet, I found a shiny Sneasel and evolved it, but lost it because software problem. And in Violet, before I went in the town of this run, I found another shiny Sneasel, but this time I saved. Bye bye. I'm moving to Violet. Oh man, these little Sinisties. I think Violet, your ride Pokemon, is better. That's just my opinion. I like Koraidon more for battling, but I think what is it? Miraidon I think is better than Koraidon when you're riding. You get a smooth ride, you know what I mean? Hey, Hypno and Bronzong are with you. Yo, that's true. What are the chances of that? Part of your psychic team, right here. That's funny. Okay. There's not a whole lot of Flappy spawning. That's the weird part. I used an electric sandwich. I don't know. Is that green? Is that green or is that blue? One way to find out. Okay. It's blue. I love in the animation where Miraidon and Koraidon saves you from Houndoom. I love Miraidon's tail comes from under and it smacks the Houndoom. I like Koraidon as a Pokemon, just not as my ride partner. Or sorry, I like Koraidon as my Pokemon, not my ride partner. I would much rather take Miraidon, because when I play with my girlfriend and she has the Miraidon, her ride looks so much smoother. My guy see how he trollops everywhere like a horse, and with her she's just like riding like a cool motorcycle. I don't have a cool motorcycle, and when she goes through the water, it's like a cool boat. And my guy swims like a frog. Go hop in the air and smack the hand with the tail. It's true. He does smack him with the tail. Can we get a green tail inside here? Sorry, Moondrop Showdown. I had to take out your Hypno, and I'm gonna have to take out your Bronzong because they's right there. The Rainbow Crystal lighting made me think I saw blue nose on Dugtrio. Dugtrio's another hard one to like catch shiny because of that. It's like a small little key difference, just a small one. I think, in my opinion, Tandemaus is one of the hardest ones because it's hard to see anything different in it. For me, I just got lucky. I got lucky because my Pokemon would not attack it. Is that a green? That's a blue. It looked green from a little bit of a distance away, but it's a blue. But it's also the contrast between battling these Flaffy in the shade versus coming out into the sun where it looks brighter. Little thing to keep in mind. Those things are a little deceiving too. Because here the bulb on its tail looks looks dark, and then when you go into the sunlight, even though it's blue, it still it looks lighter, so it makes you think. It makes you think, oh man, Bombird Eater. I think you and me both think things are shiny when they're not, because we've seen a little too much. Yeah, perhaps. It's a factor of a lot of things too, right? Like shade versus light, like distance, the rendering. It makes things look different than they actually are. Then when you get up close, you're like, nah, that's not it. I used to always like go past Shiny Hunters pages, like the people that are streaming and shiny hunting, and I'm like, man, that looks tough. And here I am, I'm doing it. Cause I saw a Flittle with a group of Drifloon, and I thought it was a shiny Drifloon. Flittle's a tough one, dude. You have to look for the color of its skirt. And you know, it's already a very tiny Pokemon, so that one fools me a lot. Flittle. If I do catch a Flittle, I have to trade it to my girlfriend. She's been looking for that one for a little bit. Oh, I got to go set up stream. Alright, man. Well, thanks for popping in. I appreciate you. And I'll definitely check out your channel. Right after I'm done with my stream, I'll check out your channel. Good luck, man. I hope you catch that Rayquaza. Shiny Rayquaza. That's dope. We don't have a lot of black shinies, so it's like the ones that they do have are pretty cool. Black Charizard, black Rayquaza. What was the other one that was black? Well, we got a chocolate Chinbao. That's cool. Even the white shinies are cool too. We don't have a whole lot of white shinies. That Tatsugiri. Tatsugiri is my favorite Gen 9 Pokemon. I'll keep saying that forever on streams. Tatsugiri, my favorite Gen 9 Pokemon. Probably because I like sushi. Oh, you're not Rayquazaing? Anyways, bye. Alright, take it easy, man. That's blue, that's not green. That's not a green tail. I have a bad feeling we're not going to catch this Flaffy. Maybe. We'll see. We shall see. Anyone hiding back there? No one's hiding back there. Does the game know I'm streaming, and that's why I can't get any shinies? Would that be? Is that even a thing? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if we get this. Ampharos shiny looks pretty cool, that's why. All nice and hot pink. You're not shiny. Neither are you. go, go, do, 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 do. I'm making the wrong kind of sandwiches. Like, I'm getting the sparkling power, but perhaps the encounter power. I don't know why the Law and Order theme song is like stuck in my head. Are you shiny? Nah, that's not shiny. I wonder why I'm getting low encounters with them. I'll wonder. Are you shiny? Nah, that's not shiny. Oh, I thought there would like always be one right underneath that tree. There's not. Depending on how depending on how this goes, maybe we can play some Pokemon Unite. Maybe we'll see. We're gonna try. No, you know what? Let's not give up until we finally catch a shiny. A shiny of something. Okay, how about we wait, let's check this first before we leave. So those are definitely not shiny. Not shiny, not shiny. Let's let them respawn. Okay. And let's go check on them now. Okay, you are not shiny. Oh, there's not many Flaaffy left. I wonder why we're having trouble finding this shiny. I feel like if I wasn't streaming, it'd be pretty easy to find one. I don't know. Do we gotta make him respawn again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll just casually walk up there. And oh man, only 2. What's up with these spawn rates? This is weird. You normally get a lot of spawn rates. I usually get a lot of Pokemon. This is weird. This is kind of weird, fellas. Oh, what's on your tail? No. Yeah, you're not shiny. Yeah, I don't think these guys are shiny. We might not be able to catch a Flaaffy, wow. Oh no. These little Pokemon. I don't know about them. I don't know about them. Okay, there's some more Flaffy. Nah, they're not shiny. In a little bit, this outbreak's gonna be over. I'm a little disappointed because I used a sandwich for this, but it doesn't seem to be that they're spawning a lot of them. Even though I'm sure that the sandwich that I'm using has electric encounter rates. But a lot of the Pokemon that I'm seeing aren't electric, which is bugging me. It's bugging. Wonder if you're watching, anyone watching, do you guys have a shiny Flaffy? I don't know, fellas. Don't know about all this. You see me? There's you. I don't know. Okay, what about you over here? You're blue. Nope. Your bulb is blue. I'm actually a little bit surprised this outbreak didn't leave yet. I'm genuinely surprised. You know what's weird? Is that a shiny Espathra? Yeah, that's a shiny Espathra. We came here for the Flaffy and end up getting a shiny Espathra. Oh, I'll take it. It's our first shiny of the ever on live stream. I'm gonna cherish this one for a long time. And we got a critical capture. So we actually got a shiny. It wasn't even the shiny for the mass outbreak, but we got one. What's up, Aaron Sharma? What is up? Hopefully you're doing good this morning. It's morning my time. I'm not sure if it's morning your time, but I hope you're doing well. This is you just came in as we caught our first shiny I've ever caught on stream. That's pretty cool. So you know us, we gotta save this game. Maybe we can double down and also get the shiny Flaffy that we're in the outbreak for. We'll see. Let's see. I'm just happy we got a shiny Pokemon. Took a little bit. It's 10:30 p.m. for me. Well, hope you're having a good night, Aaron. Are you also playing Pokemon right now? I see a Flaffy in there. It's a little bit further, but it's not a shiny. It's okay. We're gonna knock them out. I'm trying to complete the shiny decks as well in Violet, but have no motivation. Man, it was seeming desperate for me because there was a guy in here earlier, Mr. Showdown. It is very time consuming, but think of the shiny decks, man. Think of the shiny decks. Okay, looks like we're not getting the shiny Flaffy. But I'm so stoked that we got the shiny Espathra. Wasn't aiming for it, but we got it. So it is very time consuming, but I'm determined. I'm off to a pretty decent start. This is what I've got so far, Aaron, if you care to see. So this is my first page. So this Porygon and these bottom ones, these are fakes. I got them through Wonder Trade. The moment I get replacements for them, I will send them out. I will get rid of them. But from here on up is all legitimate. I know I'm not even close I'm not even close to completing the shiny decks, but that's what makes it so cool. The Jangmo-O is one of my faves. Obviously, that's one of my faves. I found a hack that genuinely worked. Don't know if you're ethical like that. Well, it depends. I'm not allowed to spend money on the game, so I used a duplication glitch that can duplicate Pokemon. Duplicate them? How do you duplicate them? That's interesting. I'd love to hear more about that. As long as it's legitimate, you know what I mean? Oh, by the way, did you get your shiny Chien-Pao? The hack allowed me to duplicate the hacked mons as well into regular. Really? That's pretty cool. Elaborate. Oh, Aaron, yeah, that it is shiny locked, but if you we reached the goal, so check this out. You see how you can do the online terror raids? They did Wu Qian, then they did Shen Pao. Right now, Ting Lu's out. So if we reach a million total beats of this terror raid, then they give it to us in a mystery gift. So you should check your mystery gifts, dude. You go right here. I'll show you if you don't know. When you're connected to the internet, go to mystery gift and go to get via internet, and then you can get it. It is shiny locked, meaning that you can't find it, but you can still get it as a mystery gift. So Wu Qian was the first one. Chien-Pao was the second one. We're on the third one right now. Don't you have to pay to be connected? It's a good question. I don't. Well, so we have the Nintendo Online, right? So I don't. But I don't know. I don't know if you have to. There's. I don't think there's a gift code for it. It's just mystery gift via internet. But maybe you can try to connect your Switch up to the internet and try it. Because I thought the subscription for Nintendo Online was for the eShop. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm not entirely sure. But dang, man, I'm sorry if you have to hook up. Damn. That sucks. Yeah, you have to pay Nintendo Online. I'm sorry about that, man. Yeah, I guess that's the only way to do it. The other guy that was in here, Mr. Moondrop Showdown, was telling me that there was a Rayquaza event that I missed. So I'm a little upset about that because I put Scarlet and Violet down for a little bit because I got bored of it on the Switch 1, then I got a Switch 2, and it feels like a completely different game. Okay, so he's got the white on him instead of being all brown. Bramblin. Alright, I'm game. I'll try to hunt for the shiny Bramblin. The hack was to get a free week trial, go to trades. There was a code which I can't remember that lets you trade with a specific user, which is a bot, and trades you the Pokemon you have. That's pretty cool. That actually is pretty cool, buddy. So you managed to turn hacked Pokemon into legit Pokemon. That's dope. How'd you figure it out though? Like, was there a leak online or something like that? What I did was go to Miraidon, then it decides to trade me that, so I back out and I give it a random Pokemon, so it trades me the Miraidon for my random Pokemon. From there, I traded all the Miraidons into Pokemon Home for show. Oh, dude, that's sick. That's pretty dope. I didn't know you can do something like that. Did not know. This is yeah, like a year ago. That's one of those DJ Khaled moments, right? You smart. You mean you did it a year ago, or it was online a year ago? Because like when I first started playing this game, I never even thought to like look online about how to get stuff like that. I got about 50 plus, including Roaring Moon, one of my faves, and one I really needed since I only have Violet and not Scarlet. I did it a year ago. Well, is there any Pokemon you need from Scarlet? Because I got some, man. Oh, also there are the trade codes online, if you didn't know. Like, you can code for code so that people looking for Violet exclusives can trade you it. But if you need anything from Scarlet, I can trade you. No problem. My patience ran out quick since I only had one shiny though the entire gameplay, which was Sableye. At least it was a cool shiny, right? I think Sableye shiny is pretty cool. You don't like the Sableye shiny, or do you think Sableye shiny is just meh? Yeah, gold Sableye is dope, man. At least I think so. Gold Sableye is pretty dope. And you know, Legend, it's decent. Legends ZA coming out, so if you trade it to home and then trade it to ZA, you might be able to get your gold Mega Sableye. I'd prefer it to be green or red with green eyes. Honestly, I should be the one picking shiny. I wish we had more orange shinies, white shinies, and black shinies. I get really irritated with the played out green. Look, for a while they were just like giving all Pokemon, like when they couldn't figure it out, they'd be like, oh, just make it green. And I experienced that with Pokemon Go. I hated that. I can't wait for Mega Shiny Greninja, dude. I did a poll on my YouTube, and most people voted their favorite Pokemon to be Greninja. Now, not a whole lot of people voted, but overall, the meter shows that Greninja's definitely winning. A lot of people like Greninja. Have you seen the list of the new Megas for ZA? No, I haven't seen the list of all the new Megas, but I've seen some of them, and I know some people are a little upset about the Dragonite. What the little trailer thing yesterday for Victory Bell Mega released, and I reacted to that, and that was not really the biggest fan of it. The guy that was in here earlier was he liked it. He said he thought it was cute, but you know, it's not for me. I figured some people would like it, but it's not for me. XY Arrow was peak. I agree with you. For the games though, my favorite was Gold and Silver, because when they implemented 16 badges, that was dope. And then also when you find Red on Mount Silver, I thought that was dope. That's just me though, you know. It seemed like a whole lot to do, so I thought it was cool. Which is kind of why I'm liking Scarlet and Violet, because you can get so much legendaries in this game, legendaries and mythicals, and then there's a lot to do, especially with the mass outbreaks and shiny hunting and stuff like that. So I thought it was cool. I think Scarlet and Violet's pretty cool. Are you American? Yes, I'm American. Are you American? Or are you somewhere else? Well, I'm gonna assume you're out of country from America because your time zone's completely different by a high margin. Like, I could kind of tell. Is it a thick American accent? Or is it because I use words like dope? Oh, Australian. I have some friends down there in Australia. So, talking to some of my Australian friends, I can understand why like there's some countries that are like Americans are dumb. And talking to one of my Australian friends, I kind of fell into that because being from America, we don't ever see kangaroos, and you know, I'm always like, I think I could fight a kangaroo, and my Australian friends are like, no, dude, you can't. You can't. Those things are vicious. You cannot fight a kangaroo. A kangaroo will destroy you. But I think it's probably has to do with some of the videos that we see also. Like, it has us believing that maybe we could. I'm coming in December. You're coming to America in December? I'm assuming to visit family, maybe. Dude, I went to camp when I was 14. What does that mean? I'm not exactly sure what that means. Yeah, not entirely sure what that means. We are camping outside in tents, and when I woke up and got out, this 6'5" kangaroo was standing outside. Yeah, they're 6'5". Yeah, dude, I'm not. I don't think I can take a kangaroo. Oh, and my friends from Australia, most muscular build I've ever seen. My friends from Australia were telling me, like, no, you can't fight a kangaroo, they'll destroy you. And they're like, you seem to think that kangaroos will only kick you. He's like, no, they'll bite you and scratch you too. Yeah, yeah, we don't deal with a lot of kangaroos. We don't deal with any kangaroos here in America. Well, their kick can break. Yeah, I heard that. I heard they have very powerful kicks. Very, very powerful kicks. But like for us in America, we see a lot of videos where like guys are smacking kangaroos and stuff like that, or yelling at kangaroos and they're getting scared. So like, I think seeing stuff like that is like what makes people in America think, yeah, I can take a kangaroo. But if you punch them decently, they believe that if your punch is that strong, your kick should be stronger, so they leave you because they have short arms, so their punches aren't that strong. Yeah, that makes sense actually. Well, it's like some wild animals out here, right? You roar, you can intimidate them and stuff, and they'll leave you alone. Or if you make yourself bigger than you actually are, raise your arms, tippy toe and stuff like that, and they start to get scared, and they're like, oh man, I shouldn't mess with these guys. Their predators are dingoes, which are like wild dogs. They tend to go in water to turn from them. When the dingo follows, they deadass drown. Wait, hey, what's up, DJ? What's up, DJ? Welcome back in, bro. We actually caught our first shiny as soon as Aaron Sharma joined the stream. We actually caught our first shiny of ever on streaming, and it was, wait, did he go all the way back here, dude? Are you serious? Where did the Spatra go? Learning the Australian lore. We're just shiny hunting, DJ. We caught our first shiny of the stream just earlier as Aaron got in. Can't seem to find it though. Did it fill in? Oh, whoa, what the heck? It's right there. It blended in. Yeah, that is Spathra. Move it to the shiny. It's honestly nice when there isn't a lot of people getting to know the streamer more. I feel the same way, bro. Like, and DJ probably knows this. We've been a part of some streamers when they were smaller, and then we got to talk to them, be personable with them, and stuff like that. And then when their community grew bigger and stuff, it became hard for them to talk to us. You know what I mean? Because they have to talk to so many people. And I get it. How many creamies do I have? I don't have a whole lot. I know there's like, what, 63, 64? Something like that. But I don't have too much. There's still a bunch I have to get. And then I have these. I think I still have about like 30 or so more to go to have all of them. Are those all shiny? No. None of them are shiny, actually. Because I think shiny Alcremie is black. So that glitch you were talking to me about earlier, if you were to do that with Alcremie, you could get all versions of them in shiny. So that's immediately what I thought about when you were telling me about that glitch. Yeah, that's immediately what I was thinking about when you were telling me about that glitch, was you can get every single shiny Alcremie if you did that glitch. That's pretty dope. But we missed our Bramblin. It just wasn't in the cards for Bramblin. So let's see what else there is out there. There's the Wooper. We've already got the Wooper. There's the Golduck, but I don't want the Golduck. I want the Psyduck. This shiny Psyduck, in my opinion, is 10 times harder than a shiny Golduck, in my opinion. I was telling the first guy that came in that was chatting up that I would go for Flittle, but not on stream because of the way I have to stream. I probably wouldn't be able to see it that well. Not really. You'd be trading Rhydons and Koraidons for bad Pokemon, then trading those into Pokemon Home for shop. I got you. Oh, so it has to specifically be Miraidons and Koraidons? Because Miraidons and Koraidons are much more required, meaning people are willing to give... Oh, I see. I gotcha. I can understand why people want Miraidons and Koraidons. They're really useful during raids. The Terror raids. I get it. I understand. We've already got that guy. Ghastly's gonna be a tough one. I don't know. So we've already got this guy. We've already got this guy also, the Golden Eggs. We don't have him, but we have his pre-evolution. And we don't have him, but he's a really tough one. I have legendaries like Shiny Mewtwo that have full stats, really. So your EVs and IVs on the Mewtwo are really good then, huh? Once you have the Pokemon, it can also relearn any of its possible moves. Yep. That's a really cool part that I liked about Scarlet Violet. That's pretty cool. So none of the mass outbreaks seem enticing to me. So how about we contribute to the raids? Let's contribute to the raids. Oh, it's a 100 EV IV Mewtwo? Dang, that's dope. That is dope. For real, that's pretty cool. Damn. And did you port it into your Violet? The last Pokemon I needed for regular Dex was an Umbreon. Do you need an Umbreon? I can trade you an Umbreon, dude. Like, not a problem. Oh wait, or are you talking about shiny? Oh, the Umbreon just wouldn't spawn? I had the shiny was before regular. Really? Uh-oh, something's happening to the stream. Must check, must check. The issue for me is the smaller Pokemon like Tandemaus, which you can't see. So crazy enough, bro, I have a shiny Tandemaus and I got super lucky with it. Cause I can't even see the difference between a regular Tandemaus and a shiny Tandemaus, to be honest with you. To be 100% honest with you, I can't see the difference, but I just went to a mass outbreak and then my Pokemon wouldn't, it just wouldn't attack it, so I knew that that one was shiny and then I got it. Honestly, Australia isn't as dangerous as shown. Different colored. Oh, the shirts are different colored? I didn't even notice that. Because they both look just white to me. But I'm assuming it's like inverted. Well, here in America, a lot of people are like view Australia as a very scary place because here we're told like it has all the most poisonous stuff and deadly stuff. At least where I'm from. Regular has blue, shiny is yellow. I'm in Melbourne. Melbourne? I wonder if that's where my buddy Shed is. My buddy Enzo. 95% of Australians live on the coast. The coast meaning like Sydney? That's pretty cool. Living, I'm from an island, so I'm used to like beaches and stuff like that. Oh no, I don't think this party's gonna be able to beat him. That Chen Pao keeps dying. Dude, we're not gonna be able. Tons of beaches. Well, Aussie is an island, so every city is near the coast. That's true. I don't know if we're gonna be able to beat this guy because that Chen Pao keeps dying. Yeah, he needs to sit out for a while. I'm from Guam. Guam is one small island in the Pacific Ocean. Yeah, we couldn't beat him. That Chen Pao was not doing well. He kept dying. I went to the northern part of Australia for a school trip. It was 24 days, and they seriously told us to stay 5 minutes away from all water. Well, I will say this. If you have to always stay, it says because Crocs can reach 5 to 7 meters in 1 second. 1 meter is like, 1 meter is 3 feet. Is like 3 feet, or sorry, I'm thinking about yard. Oh, I thought you said 5 I thought it was 5 miles, 5 meters. Yeah, 5 meters. That is insane. That's insane. Around here, I think Florida is known for its gators. but not. I don't know about crocodiles. Well, I will say this, man. If you're being advised for stuff like that in your school trip, I think Australia is pretty dangerous. Perhaps your perspective of it not being as dangerous as other places make it is probably because it's normal for you. Apparently in Africa, crocs genuinely hunt humans. Yeah, I think crocodiles are a lot more dangerous than alligators. Like, there's videos for people out here who like train alligators to be pets, and they're like, apparently they're really, really nice. And I haven't seen that with a crocodile. Just saying. Just saying. Haven't seen that with a crocodile. So we just lost that raid, and I think my game like froze. It's just staying on this white screen. Oh man. That was Northern Australia for the tough people, mainly indigenous. I'm down south. So Melbourne is southern Australia. So where would Sydney be? Because I have a buddy in Sydney, and I think I have a buddy in Melbourne. And then I have a friend who lives in Cali, and he's visited Australia. So Sydney's 10 hours northeast of Melbourne. Sheesh, 10 hours. So the trip from Melbourne to Sydney is almost equivalent from driving from west coast of America, where I'm from, the US, to east coast, or vice versa. Like 2 to 3 hours by plane. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's from Melbourne to Sydney is like driving over here, west coast to east coast. Like, not all the way to the tip of the east, but it's yeah. You know the size comparison of Australia to USA? No, I don't. But I know that my cousin driving from the east coast to come live with me for a while was he what is it called? It took him about 14 hours to get over here. Well, I think the game crashed out on that. Yeah, I don't know the exact size comparison though. But if I had to take an educated guess, is Australia bigger? West Australia to East Australia is larger than Washington D.C. to Maine, plus 10 hours drive. Oh. Like, you're talking Washington D.C. to Maine. It's huge. I see. Interesting. So, this was my last save point. Well, maybe we can get a shiny Flaffy. Slightly larger than the USA, just very low population. So Australia doesn't have a huge population? $25 mil. Well, I guess 25 mil in a big place like that probably doesn't seem like much. I mean, the number 25 mil is big, but yeah, I guess in comparison to the size of where everyone's living, yeah, it's probably not much. I got you. I get it. But then again, everyone is on the coast. True. So, now, just asking, why is everyone on the coast? Is it dangerous inside? If like you're landlocked, is it dangerous? The entire center is like a desert. That's where the dangers lie, but no one really goes. Yeah, probably. Yeah, there you go. That answered my question. I get it. I get it. To a degree, like snakes and stuff. Well, and I think that's why people like in America have the perception that that Australia is dangerous, because they're probably not thinking about the cities very much. They're probably thinking on the coastlines. They're probably thinking about like inside. 8 out of 10 of the world's deadliest snakes are in Australia. Yep, and the place in the world where I'm from, small little island called Guam, there's no poisonous snakes there. We have brown tree snakes, and they are not poisonous. They're not venomous at all. That's pretty cool. In like year 2 to 6 at school, we'd have like excursions where professionals would bring like lizards, frogs, and snakes for the kids to hold. When I was younger, they had stuff like that where I was from. But I feel like as time goes by, those things like cease to exist. That's what I feel like. As time goes by, those kind of activities cease to exist. I don't know why. I've never gone to a camp though. That wasn't well, and I think that's probably just an island thing. That I've never went to a camp. We did like we would camp out at like the beaches and stuff, and like swim and fish all day during summers. I think it's crucial here to educate kids on what to stay away from. Well, where you're from, yeah, there's a lot of dangerous things there. I'm still in school. I'm 17. Hey, you got one more year to go, man. One more year to go. And then you'll be a full-fledged adult. Last year, we have our own sport, AFL. On the field, I found a spider the size of my hand. So where I'm from, we also have spiders that are the size of our hands, but one it's not venomous. Like 9 inches, but yeah. Where I'm from, we have spiders like that too. They just kind of scare you, but it's not deadly in any way. Like I'd be underneath my mango tree at home, raking up the leaves and all the mangoes that fell from the tree, so that because if you leave a mango on the ground and it starts to rot, it attracts a lot of flies. So we have to try to get rid of it very quickly. And then when I'm raking up the leaves underneath the mango tree and picking up the mangoes and stuff and throwing them away, randomly a spider would just jump on my head and run around my body, and it used to freak me out, but my dad kind of got me over the fear of that by like scaring it out of me with spiders. You know, I picked that thing up too. That's the difference, dude. That's gnarly. My dad had to scare me into not being afraid of spiders. He would like catch a giant spider and put it on my pillow when I'm sleeping, and then eventually I just got over it. I don't even know if it was deadly or not, but another kid picked it up and started chasing kids with it, but I hurt my ankle. To when he came after me, not much I could do, but if you can't beat him, join him. So I picked it from a smart tactic. That's a smart tactic. It's very true. If you can't beat him, join him. That's funny though. I think here in the US, you listen to any music? Yeah, I listen to a lot of music. So the only genre of music that I'm not completely down with is country music. Like, I'll listen to some country, but it's the genre I'm least fond of. I'm more like rap, hip hop, metal, pop, punk, stuff like that. I don't like absolutely hate country, but it's my least preferred. I like rap and hip hop too. Cool. Like old school rap and hip hop or new school. Like with new school, I'm very particular on who I listen to. What artists? With hip hop and rap these days, I tend to listen to more of like the J. Cole's and the Kendricks and stuff. Old school, I grew up listening to like Ludacris, Tupac, Little John and the East Side Boys, Juvenile, stuff like that. When I was in high school, I hated listening to Lil Wayne. I did not like him, and Drake too. I hated listening to Drake. But as I got older and Lil Wayne came out with newer stuff, I started getting more into him. I'm not super big on Lil Wayne. He just has these zingers, you know what I mean? Like that sometimes he'll come out with something, like he'll have lines that are witty and stuff like that, and it'll make me want to listen to the song. Not gonna lie, on my life, I've hated Drake since day one of listening to him. I used to tell my friends in high school, because it was mostly like the women that liked Lil Wayne and Drake, and then I noticed that a lot of guys would listen to Lil Wayne and Drake because the ladies like to listen to Lil Wayne and Drake. I used to always tell like people, like, if you were to take me to a Drake concert, I'd probably be the guy who throws the shoe to him, you know what I mean? Like, that's how much I did not like Lil Wayne and Drake in high school. But Drake didn't really grow on me that much. He's on the same boat. Like, he'll have a little one-liners that I thought are cool and stuff like that. But Lil Wayne kind of grew on me. Lil Wayne grew on me more when he started skating too, because I've been skating for over 10 years. Skateboarding. I was more in the mumble rap era, or you can't really call it that. It's mic perception. I like Lil Wayne. He's smooth, but Drake is a phony. Not even a rapper. He's a bad singer. If all. Oh man, you didn't like his little one dance? I need a one dance. Got a Hennessy in my hand. Or what was that one song that got really big from him? That Hotline Bling. Yeah, I agree. He's overrated for sure. Super overrated. Ah, man, I found it hilarious when they started bumping that BBL Drizzy. Like, bro, did you really get a BBL? I didn't know dudes. Okay, I didn't know straight dudes did that. I didn't know. I don't know if he really did, but you know, that's what they saying. Yeah, whatever that's supposed to mean. Like he with Drake, the songs that I did like listen to that I didn't skip was like because it had like a really good beat on it, like that 0 to 100. That beat was pretty dope. He's suing Kendrick for like 7 different things. It's weird, right? A rapper suing another rapper. It's weird. I don't know. That's just me. That's just weird. Like you guys like Drake makes all these songs about like other people and dissing them and stuff, and then somebody disses you and name calls you and stuff like that, and all of a sudden now you want to sue. Thought everything was fair game. For me, Drake songs that I can listen to are the ones with heat features. Which one? Which features? For me, part of why I listen to a song aside from like lyrics is because I'll hear something in it, you know what I mean? Like, and I'll be like, oh, maybe I can play that on the guitar, or it has a dope drum pattern to it. Drake and Lil Yachty, can't remember the name. Oh, okay, gotcha. I'm not the biggest Lil Yachty fan, but I don't hate him. In my opinion, Travis Scott's overrated too. I think for him, a lot of people like the beats, and I sadly, so the reason I listen to like Kendrick and J. Cole and stuff like that, Joyner Lucas, is because when you listen to Kendrick, J. Cole, and Joyner Lucas, you're not listening for the beat, bro. But for a lot of the other artists these days, like the beats really do carry them. And like you're just listening because you can bob your head along to it, you know what I mean? I agree, the beats carry him. Yeah, the beats carry him. So I did not much bars going on Straight Talk. That one Drake line that I thought was cool was when he's like I only love my bed and my mama, I'm sorry. And I was like, damn. Like, Playboy Cardi, no clue about a single word he's saying. Oh, did you like XXX Tentacion? He's one of the like newer ones that some people would put in the category of mumble rap. Some people would put him in that category. I actually liked XXX Tentacion. I feel like XXX Tentacion was he was gaining lots of motion before he passed. Juice WRLD, Authentic, didn't write at all. Freestyle, dude. Yeah, there's that video where Juice WRLD just like freestyles on forever. Like damn, bro, he's still going. Oh, one of the guys who I like that freestyle really well too is JID. I think he's signed to Cole, right? J. Cole. Trippie Redd before the fall off. I'm that era. XXX Tentacion, Ski Mask, Slump God, and Juice WRLD. I liked what was that one dude? Schoolboy Q. I liked Schoolboy Q too. Oh, dude. So back in the day, right? I used to get lit to. I thought Kanye was dope as hell. Have you heard the 1 hour Juice WRLD freestyle and Eminem beats? I'm putting you on here low key. If you watch it, you'll. Yeah, I have. I've watched that. Yeah, I have watched it. Um, the one thing that I was taught and when I was going through like music classes in middle school and then in high school is that you have to expand your mindset to all these genres. That's why I don't completely hate country. It's just my least vibe with. You know what I mean? So like I had a tendency to navigate towards hip hop and rap for a lot of things because I preferred it. The only songs he ever wrote, Juice World, was his two biggest, Lucid Dream and All Girls Are the Same, because he didn't want to waste time and money he didn't have when he was broke. I listened to Kanye's old stuff. New stuff's getting kind of. Agreed. Yeah, his old stuff is where it's at. His old stuff is definitely where it's at. I've watched a lot of podcasts or like famous people talking about Kanye and stuff like that, and I think what's it called? There, a lot of people think like when his mom passed away, it really changed him, and I have to say like it's reflected in the music. Like, and knowing that Kanye's old albums, he produced it too, is like, yeah, bro, you get all the cred. Yeah. In the night, I hear him talk, coldest story ever told. Yeah, that song still bumps. There was a guy that I liked, and like he's not the greatest artist in my opinion, but what's it called? Ty Dolla $ign used to have some dope tracks where like the beats were just slapping, dude. Might have been losing half his stuff to Kimye. It's true. Yeah, that guy Ty Dolla $ign. When he did that song with Bob B.O.B. That Paranoid song. Two is in the club, and I know they know about each other. That song had some dope bass in it, man. Kimye. The baby's freestyles are insane nowadays. The fall off hit him hard too, getting canceled. If don't even know what it was about, anti something. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what the baby got canceled for, but he's another hard rapper. I like that guy. His freestyles are dope. I liked his City Girls cipher. But the baby was dope too. I don't really know why he got canceled. All I know was that one famous person, JoJo Siwa. I remember her fans went after the baby because at least according to these videos I saw they did, because that one song that the baby had where he says, and JoJo Siwa. I thought he was referring to himself. You know what I mean? I thought he meant JoJo sees why. And I think her fans took it as he's saying JoJo Siwa or whatever. My bad for a lot of time. It's all good, man. I know what you mean. I get what you mean. I saw her fans trying to cancel him for that, and then the baby actually like is with that stick, so like there's a potential charges against him and stuff like that. I don't know if they got resolved or what. He said something anti something live at Oh, I see. So that's why he got canceled. I mean, he's a rapper, bro. Like, a lot of rappers are that way. They're the no Diddy is, it means something. You know what I mean? Like, no Diddy means something, or pause, or that's sus. Like, all of that means something, bro. Like, it's pretty common with rappers that they're anti that. You know what I mean? So like, I don't see why the baby would get canceled for that. That's just my logic behind it. It don't make much sense, because most rappers are like that, right? Where the freedom of speech when it comes to, yeah, where's the freedom of speech when it comes to that? Yeah. uh the baby had that one big one where he's like, I needed some with some bop in it. I'm unorthodox and I'm up. Yeah, like, that one was a huge one. I don't think there's freedom of speech law in Australia. If you're getting harassed, you could knock someone out in the street if the public audience here believes it was justifiable. Yo, that's crazy. Because so I'm a skateboarder, right? And I used to watch a lot of these videos from in Australia. And bro, you guys skate parks are nuts, bro. Like, there be fights there all the time. Oh, it's Karina. What's up, Karina? Been lurking while I'm getting dad to his doctor appointment. I hope you have safe travels and stuff like that. I hope everything goes well. Karina, thank you for being here. I appreciate you, Karina. But yeah, Aaron, like, yeah, I've been watching a lot of videos growing up when I was skateboarding and stuff, and Australian skate parks are gnarly, bro. Like, I see teenagers fighting with adults, and these teenagers whooping some adults' butts because these adults are acting like Karens way back then. I think skate culture is just crazy in general. Like, I think nowadays it's tame, but yeah, it definitely went through its thing. Great to see you live. I'm trying, Karina. I'm trying. You know, work's got me tied up and stuff like that. I went through a phase where, like, I wasn't even certain if I wanted to do this anymore, because the Pokemon community with the TCG is getting so hectic. Like, I have not found any product. Do you play any sports? When I was younger, I played soccer for many years, and then I played basketball. I wasn't that great at basketball, but it was because my uncle was my coach, and you know, like, he'd be yelling at me all the time. And but I'm decent at street ball, but I play soccer a lot, football. Yeah, I play tennis. A buddy of mine played tennis. He joined because a lot of girls was joining the tennis team, and he wanted to communicate with them, and he thought he could achieve that by joining the tennis team and joining the tennis club. And us being supportive friends that we would hang out with him and play some tennis with him. You've been playing for 12 years? Damn, they must be good. I know tennis seems like an easy sport to a lot of people who don't play tennis, but bro, that endurance is insane, and the technique with the backspins, top spins, and all that stuff, and the cuts. Trust me, I know. I played a lot of it's not tennis, but I played a lot of ping pong. Like, me and my cousin bought a ping pong table, like a legitimate ping pong table, and learning table tennis was nuts, you know what I mean? That's the most American thing I've heard. Chasing the girls is why he joined. Same around here. Empty shelves and refuse to pay 3x price at else. Yes, Brandon. Yeah. Aaron, I know you play the Pokemon games, but the Pokemon trading card is nuts, bro. Like, I'm pretty sure it's the same in Australia. Because our friends in Australia, Karina, I know you still remember Shed, Emzo. He's now the Anime Shed. He was the Poke Shed. He would tell me about prices in Australia too. So I'm pretty sure this is a worldwide phenomenon with Pokemon TCG. I've got table tennis table as well. It's really easy as I started with tennis first. I bet it would be easy for you starting with tennis first. I've got a bunch of cards. I went to Japan earlier this year, bought like 25 packs. Well, according to Instagram, some things are happening in Japan as well with the TCG. And translation to here in America, everyone's scrounging for packs. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I knew you'd remember Pokeshed, aka Anime Shed. I knew you'd remember him. So Aaron, if you don't know, you can if you go on eBay and look up Pokemon cards for their recently sold, just look at the prices in comparison to what they usually sell for at retail MSRP. New set is insane. That's probably why. Well, you are a Generation 5 person, right? We were just talking about Generation 5. The new set that came out is black and white, bro. And yeah, I have not managed to find any of that anywhere. And you know, it's Pokemon, so the art styles and the cards are looking beautiful as ever. And I'm just not willing to pay $80, $90 for an ETB that's supposed to be $50. And in some places, if it's a Pokemon Center one, they want like 200, 250. I'm good. Karina, I don't know if you saw the stream I did yesterday morning, but I wasn't playing video games on it. I was actually looking at everyone's websites that was selling product, and what me and PokeDJ and Hero Nor Villain were looking at was completely absurd. It was just completely absurd, the pricing. Like, there were some things that were reasonably priced, like they weren't retail MSRP or anything like that, but they were marked up, but it was an okay price. But most of it was just ridiculous. I've got a friend who knows all about it. He's my guy for Pokemon. He knows where it's at retail and where it's below retail, to an hour drive to this remote place where barely any people buy. That's dope. They made the prices of their Pokemon products 2/3. Wow. Oh, I will check it out. One USD is like 1.3 Australia. Yeah, our friend in Australia that streams TCG stuff, and then he's gotten into the anime stuff. He was telling us that the US dollar to Australian conversion rate, USD is higher, but he told me that back in the day there was a point where Australian currency beat out USD for a brief moment there. Yeah, a few years back. Yep. Karina, you don't necessarily have to check out the stream. Long story short, yeah, there's a lot of ETBs that were selling for like over 100. Some of them even in the $200 range, and you know, like me being me, not being a baller, not being loaded, or not having a super high credit limit, it's woo, that's you've outpriced me now. European currency is sky high insane. What's which one? Like what do you mean? Like the value is low in comparison, or it's worth a lot? My dad went to Switzerland and it's like 80 of their local currency for 2 coffees and 2 burgers. Yo, I don't know whether that's good or bad, but from where I'm sitting and I'm thinking of buying 2 coffees and 2 burgers for $80, that's pretty high. 80 Swiss francs is like 100 USD. So $100 for 2 coffees and 2 burgers. Ooh, that's expensive. Yeah, Karina. So when me and Pokey DJ and Hero Nor Villain were on my stream yesterday, right? We were looking at some of people that we know, right? Like we looked at Danny Phantom's store. We even looked at Best Buy, and it was ouch. Gotta go in doctor's office later, hun. Thank you for stopping by, Karina. I hope you guys hear some good news. I hope everything goes well there. Have a great day, Karina. You can't keep going back to Europe for that. No, you can't. I get it. I like traveling. I go quite a lot. Main reason I'm coming to the USA for traveling. Plus, my dad has new old friends there. Hey, dude, that's pretty dope. I think that's dope. I think it's dope that you get to have that experience. When I was younger, so I'm in my 30s right now, bro. So when I was younger, I never got the opportunity to travel like that. I stayed on the island until I was 21. But airfare in America is quite high to the point that you guys only travel interstate. And yes, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. That is why I don't travel much. If at all. Like, I might go state to state, but I won't go, like, I won't even visit back where I'm from because it's just far too expensive. Me, my girlfriend, and my kid, if we were to go visit where I'm from, it's about $1,800 to $2,000 per head USD, and that's not including hotel, food, maybe renting a car or traveling for like Ubers and stuff like that. That's not including any of that. We've planned to go by train state to state, right to left, with like maybe 2 flights interstate. That's pretty cool, dude. That's pretty cool. Which states are you going to? I don't know them all off the top, but here we go. Alright, lay mommy. Lay him on me, buddy. Oh wow, we lost that one too. I think New York, California, Nevada. So you're hitting some good spots there already, bro. I know you're not of legal age to gamble, but Vegas is in Nevada. A few in the middle, maybe. Cali is. I've never been to Cali, but I hear Cali is beautiful. I hear Cali is absolutely gorgeous. New York, obviously, is the city. I learned that New York isn't just New York City, but when people think of New York, they think of New York City. And I hear that place is pretty dope too. If you hit a state called Idaho, inquire about the water park there. There's a pretty well-known water park in Idaho that I drove to from Washington State. It's pretty cool. Kentucky or Mississippi. Oh, you mean the middle, like right in the middle. If you do by chance go to Idaho, yeah, there's a pretty cool water park there. As well as maybe Vancouver in Canada. I have no experience in Canada. I have some friends that are in Canada, but I personally have no experience in Canada. I know a lot of states as I used to do some quiz thing. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm a pretty uncultured guy when it comes to travel. People around me only think I'm interesting because I might as well be foreign to them being from where I'm from, because where I'm from is not a state. I'm not from any state. We're a U.S. territory, and we're an island. But why do you guys need so many so many states and laws for each state? It's because everyone want to be different and operate in a different way. And then you have people with different ideals, right? Which isn't necessarily in itself a bad thing, but they want to be governed in certain ways, and that's how they achieve that, I guess. Well, 3 states and 4 territories, but same thing. Australia is the same size and as the USA, and we only have 7 states. Well, 3 states and 4 territories, but same thing. Yeah, it's because I'm thinking that it's because so many different ideas of how people want things to operate. Yeah, I agree with you. That's not unity, right? Seems to be becoming more segregated, and therein lies the issue that the average people are dealing with, the common folk. It's like you're asking, like, we're asking for unity, right? But everyone has completely different mindset on what they think the problem is, what they think the solution to the problem is, and how to go about it. And then, some people keep using this thing called basic human rights, and it's like, what the hell is a basic human right? What is a basic human right? Like, is it something that you think that humans are supposed to have, and how do you enforce that? By force, right? You would enforce what you think basic human rights are by force. And if we can't all agree on what basic human rights are, then it's like we're just shouting, arguing, and forcing people to do things that we think is right. I don't know, man. I'm not claiming to have any of the answers. I just see a problem. See one big problem, and I don't... It seems like it's not going to get better anytime soon, is how it feels. The only thing that me as an adult understands right now, and you're young, so maybe this is a bit of wisdom for you, but I'm in my 30s, I make well above minimum wage, and things still seem to be slightly hard for me. Because every single time you raise the minimum wage, this thing called inflation happens, and it makes every single thing more expensive. And whenever that happens, people who make above minimum wage get hit really hard. Because our money doesn't stretch as far anymore, and we get taxed more. Because if you're making minimum wage and they raised minimum wage by $5, you get taxed more, and then everything around you costs more. So it didn't help you; it actually set you back. It's almost midnight for me now, but I'm not much of a sleeper. I slept like 2 a.m. each night. What? Slept at 2 a.m. each night? Dang, bro. I wish there was a solution for people to get out of whatever financial situation they're in. The only solution I see is to try to increase your income by any means necessary. Sales tax proportionally affects the lower class more than the elite class. I'm not arguing with you there, Connor Ward. Welcome in, by the way. Yeah, I'm not arguing with you there. And you're 100% correct, because I'm not in a wealthy class, and it disproportionately affects me. You raise the price of everything around me while saying that my wage went up by 7%, but then I have to pay more taxes on top of that wage because I make more, and then everything around me costs more. It's effectively like I got a pay cut. Average median income in the U.S. is about 55,000 ish. Yeah, and so a lot of people say that, right? And I'm not disputing that number. That probably is the median. I make more than that, and it's still tough for me, dude. And that's what I'm saying. Gotta get up at 7 for school too. It is what it is. Tomorrow's a Saturday. Anyway. Okay, Australia is like 75K. Yeah, so even at that rate right there, Aaron, I make more than that in USD. And even for someone I don't make 100K. For sure, I'm not in 100K bracket yet. And even at that, like, because of the state that I live in, it's pretty tough. You know what I mean? In Washington State, things are pretty expensive. And the biggest thing that really puts a hole in people's expenses is rent. The rent is out of control here, and it keeps going up. 100K is nice, and if I could get to 100K, that'd be great. But so here's my biggest fear, Connor. My biggest fear is that by the time I reach 100K, the medium's gonna get closer to 100K. And if I reach 100K, my biggest fear is that 100K is going to be chump change for the average person, because everything's going to cost too much. You know what I mean? I just searched it up. The average salary in ASU went from 100K to 73K in 2024. Wait, so does that mean people actively made less? That will always happen for sure. That's my biggest fear, Connor, is that will always happen. That's my biggest fear. So, like, while working and getting raises is a cool way to increase your salary and stuff, it definitely seems like when these financial YouTubers were talking about it, leveraging jobs and hopping jobs is perhaps a way to get yourself higher, faster. I'm not a big spender, but when I see a good deal on Pokemon, I buy. Yeah, that's same here. And the problem that we're seeing in the Pokemon community, in my opinion, again, I could be wrong, this is just my opinion, is that people are looking at Pokemon as a means to make money or to make a living. I don't blame them if they're able to do it, you know what I mean? Because if you're able to do it, I mean, you're making your own schedule, you're making your own money, and you're supporting your own living. That seems like a better situation to be in than someone who's confined to a schedule to a company. So I can't knock someone for doing that. It's just the people that aren't making a full-time living on it or aren't even selling don't get to enjoy it, so we're kind of asked out, you know what I mean? More regulation on wages is my opinionated answer. So you want wages to be more regulated, is that what you're saying, Connor? I guess my only question would be in what way? In what way more regulated? You know what I mean? That's what's happening at school too. Like, I got 94% in my business class. Scalpers are B. Yes. DS. I see what you did there. I can't knock scalpers, man. Like, that's just me. You won't believe what kid said. He genuinely said him and his parents don't care because he's making like 200K from stocks, so he's letting us down. What? Federal minimum wage needs to increase across the board. I don't know if you were here earlier, Connor, but like I'm I don't believe that that's going to help. I don't believe raising any sort of wages across the board is going to help, because all it does is it means we get taxed more, and it means businesses have to pay more, so then things cost more. So then where we tend to get left at is as if we didn't get an increase in wage at all. Numerically we did, but because of the prices of everything else and the taxes we have to pay in comparison to that increase numerically, we get less value out of our money. That's just the way I see it. So like, and that's why I said I don't know if I have a solution for this other than to try to increase your money by any means, which is, then we get to the scalper issue, right? Like, I can't knock a scalper if he makes more than me in one day, right? I can't knock him. Like, I think it sucks for me and everyone else who wants to enjoy the hobby, but like, would you be relegated to a 9 to 5 and a schedule that you don't want? Or would you rather hit up these stores and sell Pokemon cards and make more than most people's minimum wage 9 to 5? Yes and no. Federal minimum wage. Oh, okay. Yes and no. I mean, everyone scores sales up or down based on the class's results. So if I get 50%, but the class got an average of 80%, my score probably gets bumped to 6. Oh, I see okay, I get what you mean. Similarly, since I got a 94 and the class average was 75 and I got a 41, passed by 1, I'll get bumped down to a 90. I see. That seems problematic. %92 is an A+, 90 would make it an A. I see. I gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know a perfect solution to any of these financial situations. Hey, what's up, PQO? Shiny. Connor, also Aaron hopped in, and as we caught our first ever shiny on a live stream. Connor, I don't know if you've seen it, but PPP, this is the first shiny I've ever caught on a live stream right here. Shiny Espadra. Gotta lower the spending. Yeah, I agree. Everyone should budget and only spend within their budget. Yeah, change the channel name. Oh yeah, because you be doing a lot of the Pokemon Quest. I see. Oh, nice. Yeah. This is the first shiny I've ever caught on stream. I have shinies, I just never caught them on stream. This is the first, and it showed up as Aaron Sharma showed up in chat. So maybe this is good luck on his part. The funny part about this shiny was I was doing a Flaffy mass outbreak, and we didn't find no shiny Flaffy, but during the outbreak we found this. My budget is really low, like 150 a year. That is pretty low. But you know what? Like, the lessons you'll learn in budgeting will help you out throughout life. Parents pay for like food and they don't need new clothes. It's a bit of a waste. Those are good habits to have, Aaron. You should keep those habits. It'll help you save a lot. So a full odd shiny is awesome. What's a full odd shiny? I saved like 20k doing that. Bro, you're barely an adult and you saved 20k? You're already ahead of most people in life. At least by US standards. I don't know how Australia standards are or other places standards are, but by US standards, you're barely an adult and you saved 20k. You're doing something right, bro. Congrats. Non-event shiny. Yeah, okay, cool. Full out shiny is a non-event shiny. The $150 goes to like gifts for my parents too. That's dope. That's dope, man. That is pretty dang dope. I hope to instill in my son's 10 right now. I hope to instill some values like that in him, like where he understands budgeting and how to save to get ahead. Throw that 20K in a Roth IRA. Hey, that's what I would do. If you don't need it, yeah, I would do that. I don't have a PS. US though, kids spending birthday money ASAP on stuff they don't need. Yeah. Aaron, do you mean you don't have a PlayStation? I live as a joint family, so my dad and his brother pull their resources together. Oh, a joint family. Meaning we live together with my first cousins. Yeah, no PlayStation or any of that stuff. Hey, you know what's funny, Aaron? You're describing a childhood exactly like mine. We lived in a family household so that our family could save more. So if all the adults had a job, they would pay substantially less in terms of rent or mortgage, and we would all get to play with all of our cousins, and we'd never be lonely. We'd always have each other, you know, grow up around each other. But when my younger 7-year-old cousin got a Nintendo, that's how I got Violet. And that's exactly how I started playing Pokemon. My cousins, their family, my aunts and uncle were in the military. They bought a Game Boy Color, and they would let me play it. And that's exactly how I got into Pokemon. I never owned one of my own until I learned how to hustle as a kid and get my own money. But my dad started business early and made the money required, but they never separated. Real brothers. That's dope, bro. Hey, that's dope. New kids are spoiled. Yeah. Now take this into consideration, Aaron. I grew up the same way you did. Okay? What tends to happen, and I know this because I fell into it, is now I have my own son, and it's hard for me not to give him everything I didn't have as a kid. You gotta teach him, Rich, less brain rot and internet if you can. Yeah, I agree. Joint houses are fun. I worked 3 jobs to finally get an Xbox. I still have it. And you still run? Is that the Xbox you're still running? The one you play Worms on? You have to limit them. I agree with you. Bro. I agree with you, Aaron. But the moment you have a kid, and you know, like you have the means to get them things that you didn't get to have as a kid, something comes over you, man. But I agree, you do have to limit them. You 100% do. So I ride my son. I make deals with my son. You do good in school. You do these things. I'll get you X, Y, Z. If you really know, hand-me-down phones is where it's. Oh yeah, bro. Yeah. Oh heck yeah. You think I bought my son a new phone? No, bro. You got hand-me-down. You gotta let them stay up late sometimes. Yeah, well, so, and that's the thing, right? Is you don't want, like, at least the way I think about it, right? I'm okay with him having certain things because the lack of him having certain things means that he disconnects from his friends. He's the social outcast, right? So I allow him to have certain things, but he's got to earn those certain things. And then there are nights where it's like weekend, and then I'm cool with him staying up an hour or 2 later. You know what I mean? Because he's a kid. And you're right, that is how they learn. Nah, I bought the brand new Xbox this year, my first new console since 2006. You deserve it though. Nah, your son is 10, you shouldn't have a phone at all. Well, he doesn't, it's strictly parental controlled. It's more like for video games. So like, instead of buying brand new games all the time, he can play free games. And then the parental control works where anytime someone tries to add him or anything of the sort, it sends me a notification, and then I'd have to approve it before they add him. And I always have to ask him, like, who is this? Who's this? Is this your friend from school? If it's your friend from school, I'm cool, but it can't be some random stranger. My school before high school was down the road, so no phone. My high school is like 20-30 minutes away, so phone only for that reason. Honestly, instead of a phone, I'd prefer to give him an iPad. Nice. Less damaging for the eyes too. The phone's working out for him now. What I do is now sometimes he tries to be sneaky, but you know he's a little kid, so like, and a lot of little kids do stuff like this, and it's my job to stay on top of it. When he brushes his teeth before bedtime, I gotta make sure that the phone is in my sight, because he will try to sneak it, but again, it's strictly parental controlled. He can't go onto adult sites. He can't even so much as get a friend request without me knowing. You're right, iPad is harder to sneak, and a phone with parental controls is fine. Now, yes, I think so, Connor. A phone with parental controls is fine. However, I'm finding out from some coworkers and some friends that some of these guys don't even know how to set up parental controls to their liking. And I find that slightly concerning. So I find myself explaining to a lot of people that I know, like, hey, this is how you do this. Trust me, a Gmail is going to save you a lot of time. My mom kept my phone in her room for obvious reasons and to charge. He will eventually make his way to adult sites, but that's going to happen regardless. I just hope that he finds his way there in an appropriate time, not right now when he's 10, you know what I mean? And like, I don't want to be a massive hypocrite, because I was on adult sites when I was like 15. But when my younger sister got her phone, one of the phones would end up dead in the morning, so I started keeping my phone in my room to charge. I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you. Well, it's tough now too, right? Because I don't know if it's like this in Australia, Aaron, but over here, Connor, I'm assuming you're US. Over here, the culture is every kid has a phone. Every kid has a social media account. Just keep good communication with him and teach him right, and it'll be fine. Luckily, you know, him and I have a great relationship, and it's easier for him to talk to me because I'm a guy, and you know, he's a guy, and he asked me about certain things, and he's expressed certain interest in little girls, even though he's at that age right now where he like gets real nervous about it. I can tell like he likes a certain little girl. She never really noticed it that much, otherwise she wouldn't allow it, but she gave up on it. And again, all jokes. Connor, you're from the Midwest. Dope. Aaron's gonna be visiting the Midwest here at some point. But real talk, Aaron, it's great that you get to travel, because what that does is it allows you to see things for what they really are. You get to go there and experience it yourself, rather than seeing a video or reading a news headline or being told by some other person through their points of views. You know what I mean? It allows you to go and experience all that stuff yourself, dude. So that's pretty dope. Later on today, I'm actually gonna take my son out to this really cool burger place. Get him a nice juicy burger. My parents worked hard and 20x what they had, and all they really wanted is for me to be successful and continue that legacy. And they made a lot out of it, so they expect me to double it. Don't think of that as pressure, bro. Think of that as a challenge. My dad simply wanted me to go further than he went. And seeing as how my dad didn't graduate high school, I think I'm already in a better place than he is. Yeah, it's an opportunity. My dad told me at a very young age when he asked me what I wanted to be, I said I want to be just like you, and my dad looked me dead in my eyes and explained to me in the nicest way he possibly could at the time. He said, hey, there can't be two of us. There cannot be two of us. I'm already here, so you have to do better than me. There cannot be two of us that are exactly the same. And I never knew what he meant until 19 years old. Just do you. Nah, it's important to carry that on. I want to try and double it. Well, it's good that you want to try to double it, but I think what Connor is alluding to is that there are people, like parents, who impose their will on their children, and what you get is like I've seen some in the adult world where you can tell these people are living their parents' ambitions, and it's not really an ambition of their own, and it tends to lead them into like not having their own thought process. But I agree with you, like, you know, some families have traditions, and I think traditions are a good thing as long as you know what it means. But if it's your choice to go ahead and go double that, and that's something that you want to do, then I think that's cool, bro. I'm interested in design, and my dad owns a lot of properties, so he wants me to do architecture to build them myself. Well, if that's what you're interested in, man, yeah. So here in America, this is the commonality that I've seen, okay? You have a lot of kids that go to university, and they sign up for things that they want to do, or that they think they want to do at that time, right? And then next thing you know, they have a degree in something they hate, and then they tend to not go that route. I want to do industrial design. That's sick too, which my mom likes better. Look into structural engineering too. Those are good options there, and those are good markets there too. You seem like a bright kid, Aaron. You have one more year until peak adulthood, and you seem to have a good head on your shoulders. You're falling off in maths. You're gonna need to brush that up, brother. You're gonna need to brush that one up. For both of those, for any of those that you're going into, unless design, not so much, but like if you're architectural, you're gonna need to brush up the math, bro. Even engineering. I used to hate math, and then it became one of the subjects that I'm better at. But I haven't been in school in many. I haven't been to school in many years. My subjects are design, math, physics, business, and English. So, all along those lines. Get down your trigs, brother. Yep, get down your trigs. Your trigs and your cows. You seem to have a good head on your shoulder, bro. I'll say that much. Yep, Triggs and Calcs. You know what the bad part of that is, Connor? Triggs and Calcs sounds like something you'd say on the street, and it could mean a completely different thing. Yo, bro, you got them Triggs? Nah, bro, I'm fresh out. What about them Calcs? You got them Calcs? I did pretty bad on my calculus test. It's tough, bro. It's tough. Is that a rap mixtape? It could be. Yeah, how bad? How bad, Aaron? That's what we want to know. A fail for us is 40% because curriculum is kind of hard. I got like a 60. So you didn't fail. You just got a lower score than intended. DJ Calcs and Lil Triggs. Introducing in this corner, we got DJ Calcs. Drop it like it's hot. Featuring Lil Triggs. Yeah, that was a good one, man. That was a good one. Sounds like a SoundCloud rapper's name. You know what the crazy part is though, Aaron? Next time you're taking a calculus test, that's all you're gonna think about. All you're gonna think about is DJ Calcs and Lil Triggs. That's funny. It does sound like a SoundCloud rapper. Alright, peeps. So, dig this. At the end of this Terra raid, I gotta call it quits. I gotta get some Z's. A little bit of Z's. Hold up. Dude's gonna be thinking about limits and rap music. I failed calculus and quit school. I made it the hard way, and now my accountant does my math. Was a long road, but still worked out. That's good. It's good that it worked out. I'm glad it worked out. They expect us to remember exact values for trig instead of using calculators nowadays. No more sin, cos, tan. That's crazy though, because like everyone nowadays has a phone, which is like, they used to tell us. So we're I'm older, Aaron. So back when I was a kid, they said you can't rely on a calculator. You're not always gonna have that available to you. But every single cell phone has a calculator on it. Now it's not really a scientific calculator, but you know what I mean. Deadass kids be taking photos of the test and selling the images. Yeah, they do that out here too, man. They do that out here too. Yeah, they 100% do that out here. Tell your teacher to get it. No one learns calc without a calc, no doubt. No one learns calc without a calc these days. Phones are banned at school too. Gotta keep them in the lockers. I understand that, but like the fact that everyone has it though means it is accessible. You know what I mean? You get what I mean? We used to carry fax machines and fax each other. My old calc professor showed me an old table from a huge book that they used to use. There's two parts to a test. One with a calculator and one without. Bro, if you're learning calculus and you're expected to learn every single thing there, you're gonna take up too much of your brain storage space, man. Phones should not be in schools anyways. Put it away and learn for a little bit, especially the younger grades. So for the younger grades, yo, listen, I think phones should be banned totally until you're a freshman. That's just my perspective. Or even until a sophomore, if you want to go that route, sophomore. But bro, if you're a senior in high school, if you're in grade 12, 12th grade, yeah, bro, you should let them have their phones, bro. Just let them have their phones, bro. Like that's the time in people's lives when they're the most curious. How old is a freshman and a sophomore? We don't got that. So freshman is 9th grade, sophomore is 10th grade, a junior is 11th grade, and a senior is 12th grade. So if that puts no phones until you battle a dragon. As long as they aren't using them in a disrespectful way during class, I'm cool with it. Yeah. So I was reading somewhere, I could be wrong about this, but I was reading that in Japan, right, when your kid goes through elementary school, they don't even teach them anything except for how to be respectful and how to communicate with other students and teachers. Freshman year age is like 13, I think. Yeah, 13, 14, depending on what month you're born. And then usually by the time you graduate, you're about 17, 18. We've got a junior school, which is kindergarten to year 6. Middle school is 7 through 9, and senior school is year 10 through 12. It's similar. My neighbor used a phone in class and was arrested and then flogged and sent to the Mana Region Mines. What in the world, dude? I hope they at least taught him calc over there. I went to Japan and the kids all have this thing which is built to only have calls, maps, and the calculator. Yeah, well, the what I was referring to in Japan, right? Again, I'm American, so this could just be propaganda of some sort or a completely falsified article and video. Yeah, the kids in elementary school, they're literally just learning how to navigate and communicate. So like elementary school kids can like walk to school on their own. You know what I mean? And they're not really being taught like math and stuff like that, or English yet. Primary schools outside of the U.S. work different, I believe. All the kids walk to and from school. No one driving their kids to school in cars like the animes. Yeah. When I was in elementary school, this is kindergarten, so I was 5 years old. For my whole elementary school years, so from kindergarten, right, 5 years old, until 8th grade, where I'm like 13-ish, I walked to school. And then even some days in high school, even though my high school was far, I'd just walk to school if I just felt like walking, or if I got up early enough. We used to have exchange program in my primary school, so year 6 with Japanese school. That's pretty dope. We had that in my high school. No, we got French and German exchange students. Now we've got French and German exchange students. For me, because we're an island that's closer to Japan and the Philippines, we got a lot of Japanese exchange students. Yes, but that is just a difference in infrastructure, but also a cultural difference. I rode my bike to school in primary school like 5 minutes. As far as kids walking to school, yeah, well, so now that I live in the States, I completely understand how most kids can't walk to school. So the thing is, Aaron, over here in the US, sometimes kids live too far of a distance to walk. And like over here in Washington, it rains a lot. So like I can't imagine kids walking to school like that. Oh yeah, yeah, and that too. The pedo bears. Yeah, there's a lot of them these days. Now, part of me also wonders if it's that there's a lot of them, or if we now just have technology and we're catching them. You know what I mean? That's what I think. I don't know. I don't know. But peeps, I gotta hit the hay for a little bit. I gotta get some sleep. I will be streaming again at a similar time, okay? So if you guys want to join me again, sub up, or you can just check me out when I go live again, because I will. I'm trying to go live on a daily basis, trying to. Public buses in Australia are full with kids at like 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. Sleep. What time is it for you now? It's 7:25 a.m. It's been real, bro. It has been real. Aaron, you have a good head on your shoulders, bro. I think you're gonna go far if you just keep it up. Just keep it up, bro. And work on the calcs. It's okay to use a calc for your calc. Think about high school gym rush. Yep. Alright, fellas. It's been real. I appreciate you guys for coming through and kicking it with your boy. We only got one. Yes, Trigging Calcs. Okay, DJ Calcs and Lil Triggs. Remember that. It's 12:30 for me now, supporting all the way to the end. I appreciate you for that, bro. I appreciate all of you guys. Connor, Aaron, PPP. Man, thank you guys so much. I will be live again tomorrow morning. I will. I'm gonna try to do this every single day. You guys have a great rest of your day or night for some of you, and I'll see you on the next one.